Everyone, this is Roldy, and here I am showing you some Season 11 battles. I didn't post anything at the end of Season 10 because I didn't hit Legend, unfortunately. Got really close many times playing Johto Cup, but I didn't quite get there. But these are Johto Cup videos from this current season, running Macargo, Meganium, and Shadow Kingdra. Let's just get right into the battles. This is a 10-0 run. I did go 12-0 with this team. It's a very good lead here. Macargo into Skarmory. They switch into Lantern. Have a hard counter here. So this should be a pretty good game. I mean, the goal of this team is to have Meganium avoid the Skarmory. So if you come across Skarmory in the lead, typically whatever they swap in, Meganium can handle. And if it can't, you kind of want to go in there anyways just to avoid the Skarmory wall that will come in later. Throwing an Earthquake for some chip damage. This should do a good little chunk to Skarmory. And again, I'm coming in with Macargo, which resists every move from Skarmory except for Flash Cannon. I was actually recently, today, was running a pretty nice team too. Running Hitmontop double Shadow Flyer. I was running Shadow Skarmory, Shadow Gligar in the Johto Cup, which actually did really well as well. I think I went with 2 sets. I went 9-1 my last 2 sets, but might not end up showing those battles because I don't have a lot of time to make videos. But I did want to show off. I did want to show off KINGDRA here, and then I'm also running Waterfall as the fast move, not Dragon Breath. I feel like it works a lot better in this meta, especially because there aren't really any dragons. So another nice lead here. Well, it's a good lead, but it's also not awful for Meganium. Meganium can beat Macargo. I believe it takes 2 Frenzy Plants or just obviously just 1 Earthquake to take out Macargo. But as long as you keep debuffing it and you shield once, you should be okay. Okay, here I one switch. I'm feeling okay because I don't really need my shields for Meganium if it lands with Lantern. Interesting enough, I do switch out in hopes of having them swap out as well. Because now that I lowered the attack, I know I could survive a Thunderbolt. And I'm hoping that they swap out. But they're not swapping out. So I guess I'm just gonna sack my Shadow Kingdra. However, I did manage to do pretty well damage. So now I'll just let the switch clock run off a little bit and come in and farm all the way down. So they have an Umbreon. Umbreon is very prevalent in the Johto Cup. It's actually pretty good because it's almost pretty neutral. There's not that many fighters out there. I mean, except for Hitmontop and Heracross, but other than that, there aren't a ton of fighters. So it's a pretty good safe swap. Not many Charmers either. But Meganium does beat Umbreon. Typically in the even shield scenarios. I'm going to switch back into my Macargo because at this point Macargo is useless. So I just need to get the Umbreon a lot lower. I actually take it out with a overheat and they decide to concede there. Next battle against Ariados. Another really good lead. So obviously 10-0 run here with winning every lead. But I swear there are, I think the second set I lose lead like almost every game. So we'll see. And this is very similar to the team I was running, trying to hit Legend. I was running Macargo, Meganium. And instead of Kingdra, I was actually running Quagsire. And I didn't even try Kingdra until now because I was like, I'm going to try to do something spicy and run a Shadow Pokemon. In retrospect, I wish I'd have done that at the end of season 10 because I did really well with this team. And I mean, obviously, after a while, you just get bored. So I was trying the fighter double Shadow Flyer. Maybe next time Johto comes around, I'll show it off because I thought it worked really well. But yeah, tomorrow we'll have, I believe, Ultra League Premier Classic back in Open Ultra. So Johto Cup will have been a thing of the past. People are pretty tired of it. It's been around for a while, and we've had like 10 gold battle days. It seems like for Johto Cup being here. So I do shield the wall charge. And here's the thing about the waterfall damage from Shadow KINGDRA is pretty oppressive. Even when it's neutral, it does chunk a lot. And here is obviously going to be able to take out the Raikou because they double debuff themselves. Let's see if I get the Octazooka debuff. Also, I don't need it. But also, I've realized that the Octazooka debuff, I hardly ever get it. Where when I'm facing KINGDRA in Ultra League, it's like every battle I'm getting debuff. So just a pointer there. Okay, I lost the lead there. So switch into KINGDRA as my save swap. They stay in. That's okay. So typically what I do here, I typically shield the first one for sure. And then depends whether I want to go Outrage or Octazooka, how I'm feeling. Outrage does a lot, but they typically, okay, it takes it out. Typically they shield. So there are matches where I throw the Octazooka and hope to get a shield and a debuff. But yeah, as you can see, I was able to flip that matchup. And this team, I mean, this thing doesn't do very well against Azumarill at all, but I can line up my Meganium. I might just chip it here and then go into Macargo to kind of guarantee that I can beat it with it's interesting that I'm still staying in. Maybe I'm allowing one move to hit me to kind of soak up some damage. But yeah, Macargo's in a good spot here because now I can debuff it. It's half health. They do shield the Rock Tomb as well. Things are looking pretty good because their switch timer is actually going to come up soon, but I can actually possibly debuff the Azumarill before the Macargo goes down. See there, I should have probably, I probably shouldn't have thrown right away because the switch clock was up, so I should have anticipated they were going to switch out anyways. But that's okay. Pretty much have Azumarill where I wanted. I don't need to shield this, but I probably should. Okay, I don't. I mean, it's probably going to do more damage than anything Umbreon can throw. But I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I realized that this Azumarill didn't have Ice Beam. Maybe it, not sure why I threw a Hydro Pump either way. As Play Rough would do more damage. But it is what it is. So next battle, Umbreon lead. Again, Macargo can't beat Umbreon in the even shield scenarios, it feels like. You typically want to shield the first one just to ensure that the rest of them are doing a lot less damage. Plus, sometimes you might run into your Dark Pulse Umbreon. I feel like now that it's season 11, I see a lot of Dark Pulse Umbreons in Johto Cup, which is interesting. So you definitely want to shield the first one because it will do a good chunk of damage. But we just keep debuffing this thing. It's going to do less and less. And I think from here on out, I could just farm it down and probably take it in the 1-0 shield. And I leave with a lot of energy. So that's pretty nice. They bring in the Steelix. I should have thrown the Overheat. Not sure why I didn't. Oh, running out of battery. And they're running Thunder Fang. Well, there you go. It went through on that one. So this is over. They decide to stay for whatever reason. I guess maybe they think maybe have a Skarmory in the back. It doesn't matter because it can't be Meganium. The only way it could is I'm being definitely BMing here by not. Okay, I did these early in the morning yesterday, right before Seal Community Day or whatever it was, Seal Battle Day. It's being a little bit toxic here. There you go. And I was trying to catch a move just to be extra annoying. I guess I was just annoyed that they hadn't quit out. But that would have been an epic catch. All right, so 5-0 in the first battle, first set. Again, I went on a 12-0 run. I was hoping to beat my streak, my longest streak of 19. I was like, I'm going to do it with this team. And then 13th match. Then I decided to switch teams. But yeah, lost the lead there. So I switch into KINGDRA again. Let's see what I decide to do because I don't always play it the same. And then sometimes I don't even stay in. I'm going to go for Outrage. It doesn't take out the jump up, but it does a good chunk. But they shield. And I get a waterfall through, which is nice. They're going for energy ball, which is interesting because aeroblast would do more damage, but it does take up slightly more energy, I believe. I haven't been able to use jump bluff because I never have enough starters to build the the one that I got, because yeah, I think it has to be excelled a little bit, the best one I have. That's all right. Jump bluff is pretty good against my team, but luckily I should shield here. Maybe no, I'm gonna let it go. Survive. All right, switch into Meganium. I don't remember the lead. Oh, the lead was Lantern, so they're gonna stay in, which is pretty nice here. I got the last shield. I'm gonna shield here because this is gonna do more damage than anything that Lantern can throw at me. Yeah, so Meganium's actually really good here in this cup with all the lanterns running around. This will obviously has nice play against Azumarill. So that him on top double flyer team with Gligar and Skarmory does horrible against Azumarill. But I am able to work my way around it, so I maybe should eventually make a video. It's a good team. All right, so there, nice catch. So there might have been my only win condition. Not 100% sure. I could have thrown one last Frenzy Plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I decided to farm it down because the Umbreon was still alive. I was like, why didn't I throw? That makes sense. Yeah, I guess that was my only win condition, that catch. So nice catch. Again, I'm kind of distracted talking about other random things. But a good lead and weird lag. They swap immediately into Azumarill, so I'm gonna go into my Meganium. I always take the first Ice Beam, especially because sometimes they might not be carrying Ice Beam. They might throw a Play Rough, so you kind of should be all right. But yeah, Azumarill cannot beat Meganium in the even scenario. Pretty nice. I obviously let it go. I probably could have farmed up a little, could have undercharged a little bit, just to be a little bit lower for the Skarmory, but it's okay. Because again, I'm able to absorb everything from Skarmory. Oh, the reason I brought up the other team was because I was running the Shadow Skarmory with Flash Cannon. I was able to take out a few Macargos, which is actually pretty nice. Pretty nice. It does neutral damage to Macargo. And from the Shadow, it hits pretty hard. So no need to have Brave Bird. All right, so here I'm just going to debuff this thing. I'm going to switch into my KINGDRA here. Let's see what I decide to do. Can survive a Thunderbolt. I'm going to go for Octazooka now because that should be enough. Do they shield? I doubt it. They do. I get the debuff. So at this point, I should be able to farm all the way down. Should be able to get one more Octazooka. Ooh, just in time. This should take out the Skarmory as well, I believe. Yeah. This is still close. I had a shield, so it's fine. I was like, why did they quit? But yeah, I still had a shield remaining, so that's okay. It's another lost lead here. Again, KINGDRA's working as my safe swap when I lose lead, especially because it can flip matches. I almost went for Outrage, it looked like, but I decided to switch it to Octazooka. I get the shield anyways, which is interesting. I wouldn't have shielded that if I was the Umbreon, because you can survive the Outrage anyways. But this is a Dark Pulse Umbreon. That's 2 stages debuff now. I let it go. It should take me out just fine, because I need Macargo to do something here, because otherwise it's useless against the Politoed. So my only hope is also that there is no Skarmory in the back. If there's a Skarmory in the back, it's pretty bad. They decide to swap out, which is interesting, which might be the reason they lost the game, because I feel like there should be a Skarmory in the back based on the lead. Let's find out. They gave up switch. I'm in a good position here. They don't throw a weather. It must be running Earthquake, because they're not even baiting the Blizzard anymore. I should be. I'm leaving my Meganium as slow as possible. I decided to undercharge so I can have a lit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's a Skarmory. Okay. So there was a Skarmory in the back. I should switch out there. I don't know why I didn't. That was dumb. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. My switch clock was up. I should have switched. But I decided, okay, so I think my win condition here is to shield and farm it down, throw in overheat. Still not well played because I let my Meganium go down. But overheat here should be enough. So another lost lead, but that trainer kind of played it a little wrong by giving up switch there. Had they not given up switch, would have probably lost for sure. Wasn't able to bait out the Skarmory with the Kingdra. Typically, Kingdra does bait it out. You see a dragon, and you think that I'm running Dragon Breath. Okay, we're going straight for the Frenzy Plant. Again, Typhlosion's pretty glassy, so especially the Shadow version, so they're gonna have to shield. Might end up winning both shields here. Not sure why I even did that. That was such a weird play to switch into Meganium onto the Typhlosion. Right? That was their opener. I wasn't paying attention again. I do remember being like, I just made a dumb mistake. There's no way I'm gonna win this now. Yeah. But let's see. Such an unconventional lead. And this thing I can beat with just waterfalls. It's kind of glassy as long as I shield and then land and knock the Zuka. I'm gonna double shield here. Again, you can double shield farm down the Typhlosion. Okay. I can't remember. I think the lead, I can't remember the lead. Did I win the lead? Did I lose the lead? Why did I go Meganium into Typhlosion? Or I should have been. Should have been Kingdra. Would have been a lot easier of a game. But I don't want to rewind, so we're just gonna forget about it. Either way, I was able to take the win. Luckily. Poorly played on my end. Alright. So let's see. Next battle. Macargo against Polito. Another lost lead. Going to Kingdra again. Good save swap. It's pretty powerful here. The waterfalls do a lot. This is enough to be a blizzard. So I shield correctly, which is nice. And then they bring in their lantern, which is nice too. Because if I land this, well, I'm not able to land there, unfortunately. They're going to take me out, but I can at least bring in my Meganium and just start to hard farm. Because they stayed in with the Politoed. So those little mistakes by the opponent kind of help sometimes, and now I'm able to just come in with Meganium and hard farm this thing. Gain a bunch of energy, maybe undercharge a little bit. I don't. Just gonna take it out, which is fine. It's a triple water team. Interesting. And they decide to let that go. So at this point, what I'm gonna do, so I know my win condition is probably just to keep my shield from Meganium, except it is not my win condition here. What is my win condition? What am I doing? I probably should have saved my shield in retrospect. I kind of got lucky that they shielded back. If anything, if I was that trainer, I wouldn't have shielded. So it was a poor play on my end, anyways. Should have should have let that thing go. Farm the Politoed all the way down. Shield the potential blizzard. Save. You know, luckily they also were running acid spray for whatever reason. So yeah, kind of lucky there that I was able to beat that team as well. Now in retrospect, looking at these, did really poor decisions, but that's a 10-0 run at least. Hope you enjoyed those battles. It's good to see everyone again. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hello to all my new subscribers, and I'll see you all soon. I'm gonna commit to posting at least one video per week per cup this season. All right, see you next time.